To connect with what you've said about meditation and kind of like pulling the plug on momentum, I'm noticing that when I interact with people and I see their momentum or their focus, people at work, I've changed the story. I guess I've changed my energy, but now I'm seeing that I'm getting this alignment. It's almost like I feel like I'm pulling people into my vortex, people that are...
Well, one who's connected is more powerful than millions who aren't. So it's a common thing that once their behavior is no longer the reason that you feel the way you do, that you get control of the way you feel by focusing deliberately, then your momentum is such that others can be swept into it. But tell us more about that. What are you reaching for?
A good feeling.
And do you need others to be compliant?
Yes.
Well, you deliberately gave us the wrong answer. You know that that's not what we're reaching for. But sometimes you do feel like you want that. But when you feel like you want others to be compliant, what's really going on in your vibration? If you want someone else to behave in a way that causes you to feel good, what's really going on in the basis of your vibration is you're living a conditional love right now. I need you to do something different than you're doing so that I can feel better, which means I'm out of control. So your basis, your point of attraction is all jacked up, isn't it? So could you, in the middle of that, do something different? Well, if you've practiced it enough, you could. If you have enough momentum going on that, you could. You see, here's the reason that a conversation like this, we know, is so helpful to you. Once you hear this enough, you'll be in the middle of some momentum that isn't pleasing to you, and you will realize why the momentum is there. And when you have conscious realization, now you're in control. It's like, sometimes it feels like it would be prudent, that's what your parents told you in the beginning, drive slowly. Well, you don't always want to drive slow, and sometimes it isn't even the best idea to drive slow. Don't get out on a thoroughfare where people are really moving and drive slow. You're more of a problem when you're driving slow than if you're up to speed with what's going on around you. And so when you realize that you are in control of your experience, we just want you to know the faster you're moving, the faster the momentum is, the more happy you really are going to be in the experience. But you don't want to drive fast before you have control of your vehicle. You want to drive according to the conditions. How's that? You want to drive according to the conditions. So if the roads are slippery or if there's a lot of congestion, you drive according to the conditions. You don't press on the accelerator when you're going downhill on the San Francisco streets. In other words, you drive according to the conditions. So that's what you're doing. We want you to deliberately, cognitively, deliberately flow your vibrations according to the conditions. We want you to be aware of what's going on around and go as fast as you can go vibrationally according to the conditions.
Yes.
So how does that fit in with unconditional love? If we're asking you to drive according to the conditions, so what condition is it that we're talking about? The way you feel. If you're really angry, they teach you this all day, every day. If you're angry, do you want to get in the car and drive off in your anger fit? That's never a good idea, is it? Isn't that almost always when something goes wrong, when you're in that place? Do you believe that you can be in control of the way you feel?
Yes.
Under all conditions?
Yes.
No, not under all conditions yet. But eventually, you can be in control of the way you feel under all conditions. So, does it matter that you're not in control under all conditions? If a condition comes and you're not in control of the way you feel, is it a problem? Isn't that the way you become in control of your conditions? Isn't it just all by practicing it? By finding the feeling place of it?
Yes.
Does it bore you when we present to you such a simplistic approach to life that it all boils down to how you feel and you have control over how you feel? And do you want to argue with us in your mind about that? Because there are people in your life that make it really hard for you to feel the way you want to feel. Well, those people are the most significant people in your life experience. Because if you are able to show yourself that you can feel the way you mean to feel unconditionally by caring about how you feel so much that you manage your vibration earlier until you get the momentum going, then you've got it made. So controlling your vibration is all about momentum. And momentum is all about starting at the early stages. It's about how you get it started. That is the reason that you were born into this physical time-space reality where there is slumber. That's the whole point of your slumber. While you sleep, your momentum subsides. And every time you come back into consciousness, you have the then new fresh slate, the new ability to push the reset button and to find a vibration that feels good to you. And it is our promise to you. If you will find it and consciously acknowledge that you have found it and focus upon it with the deliberate intent of continuing to feel the feeling, the momentum of it will increase until you will not be living a boring life. It will not be boring. We're not trying to get you to go back into no thought, no thought, no thought. What we are wanting to help you do is to go back into no resistance, no resistance, no resistance, knowing that law of attraction will then pick up the pace until there will be momentum that will lead you or lead everything that you want directly to you. You are supposed to be living the manifestations that you want. You're supposed to be living all of those manifestations. You haven't sifted through life and put all of those things into your vibrational reality, into your vortex of creation for no reason. You've put it there for the reason that it must continue to grow. It is illogical. It is wrong for you to have put things into your vortex that are not being allowed by you to come to your realization, to your actualization. That's the thing that's causing you all of your stress. 100% of your negative emotion exists because you have created a reality that you are blocking yourself from. It's not because somebody else is preventing it, and it's not because you've done something wrong, and it's not because of this condition or this condition or this condition. The only reason that you feel any negative emotion at all is because you are expanded beyond what you are right now willing to allow. And the thing that is so interesting about that is that the reason that you're disallowing all that you want to manifest into full realization is because you're not willing to feel good enough. You're not willing to feel good. Oh no, I shouldn't feel good over that. That lady is sick and that person doesn't have enough money and
it's selfish.
There's this going on, and it's just not normal. It's just not normal. People would think I was nuts if they knew that I'm just happy all the time with all this stuff going on. And we say, got to give up what anybody else thinks. And you got to care about how you feel. And then watch the momentum of your life pinpoint accurately for you the perfection, the brilliance, the worthiness, and the blessedness of who you are. And Esther did not know that a month ago like she knows it now, because she had not had the benefit of a magnificent manifestation punctuating her point of attraction. She didn't even know she had that point of attraction going. Oh, she was happy, and she knew she was feeling good, and she knew that she was feeling good a lot, and she knew that she was feeling good on purpose. She just didn't know what feeling good like that for a consistent period of time would yield to her. You see what we're getting at?
Yes.
But when it yielded, then she thought, oh, I recognize that. I held myself in happiness during the gestation period. That's all you got to do.
That's
Enough?
awesome. Yes.
We sort of sidetracked you a little bit, but we got to where you wanted to be,
Yes.
even though we didn't go down the trail you had pre-described.
Yes.
Enough?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.